Welcome to the stream. Today's the day. The 3D Mario collection that is really for real happening is actually here. And we are going to finally play Sunshine. Again. I got the game showed up a little while ago. Like right at like noon, I got it. To my surprise, I wasn't really sure it was going to come today. I thought that was a little too early to stream it. So I did poke around in it a little bit. I played Mario 64 for a little bit, and I played like the first mission of Galaxy just to try things out and do the day one update. But I've not touched Sunshine yet because that's what we're doing today. Love that Galaxy 2 fanfare in a game without Galaxy 2. So yeah, if you haven't seen this yet, here's the collection. We'll talk about, I'll talk about my thoughts on it just as a collection and as a presentation, I guess. I know there's discourse and whatnot, but I'm not too worried about it. But I love all three of these games, and I really love Mario Sunshine, so I'm very excited to get into this. Let us watch the famous cutscenes, because I've actually not seen these in quite some time, especially not this one.
Look at that!
Oh, Peach.
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
Definitely Mario.
That shadow!
Definitely indistinguishable. Why does he sound like the Beetle Adventure Racing announcer? I don't know. Ask Charles Martinet. There it is. Not in Odyssey. It never happened.
Super Mario Sunshine!
Alright, look at that. Beautiful. HD. Full HD. So yeah, welcome. Thank you guys for coming to this early stream. As I said, it's a special occasion. I just got this game and was like, I want to do this as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you for coming. Let me know how audio is, as always, because I did adjust it a little bit. Maybe I am a little louder, but then I don't know if I'm going to be drowning out the game or vice versa. So as we move forward, let me know how everything is. Oop. More cutscene.
What happened?
Whatever happened to Toadsworth? Where has he been since like 2009?
Excuse me,
Peach is
I am most
delirious from
concerned with
heat
the well-being of the princess in this dreadful
and
heat.
seeing things.
Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
He fucking died. Yeah, he didn't catch on with the kids. We're like, we can't have Toadette and Toadsworth. We can't have two unique Toads. The B button is the key. It's the key to talk to him, apparently. That'll go well, I'm sure. This looks great already. Just very clean HD. Oop. Well, let me check what buttons I'm using here. Running squat. Stop and squat. Yes, this game is all about squat. Pick up, dive, switch, nozzles. Alright. Who is that? Have you dreamed this man? Here we go.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance.
Well, this was just tutorial, so I don't think I have to...
Proceeding with user instruction. Use the button to shoot.
Oh no, horrible sentence mixing. 0 out of 10.
If you press the button, you can stop and shoot.
So people were quick to complain about this, and I was genuinely
To aim in any direction.
curious, like, how... Flood actually says the names of the buttons, but they're gonna be, like, different and stuff?
You can then press the button to
And, this obviously leaked a couple days early, and people went to this scene, and...
is empty. No water can
I feel like they could have just, like, taken clips of Flood saying, like, Z or R from other instances and just kind of, like, wedged them in there like a YouTube poop, but... It's not that big a deal.
Instructions complete. Proceed.
No. No?
Mario.
Alright, let's see how this feels. Oh. Well, first things first. Up and down, when squating, used to be inverted,
Mario.
I believe. But now down is down and up is up, and I'm not sure I like that, but I'll probably just get used to it. Yeah, like I instinctively go the opposite way, like flight controls. So, yeah, on the GameCube it was, you know, hold in the R button all the way to stop and shoot. You know, because like the GameCube had like the clicky R button. But I guess that was pretty easy to get around with the fact that this one now has 2 R buttons, and one is used for stop and shoot, and one is used for move and shoot. So, feels, aside from the inverted Y-axis, it feels fine to me so far. nice and clean. This whole mess is your fault. What? I just got here. Anyway, I don't think I need to worry about, like, spoiling this. But we'll go along with the...
Quite an unusual device. Is it
The who could it be?
I am Flood, glad to meet you.
It's Bowser. And his evil Koopaling.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing Fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes,
Nobody can even
engaging
figure
in
out
our
what this
very
stuff
way of
is.
life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious.
That horrible graffiti is to blame.
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on
It was
eyewitness
clearly
description.
Mario.
The truth is obvious.
Even though, like, when I saw him, he was all blue and shit.
It is none other than Mario.
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby
Peach was
order the
just, like,
defendant to
one
leave
take
this
and done, I
entire
think.
island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
Ooh, that HD rumble on the gavel. Nice. So I love how, like, Mario just, like, kind of sits and lets everything happen, and he's just like, I don't know. Like, I love him, but the look on his face is, like, so forlorn and just like, whatever.
Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source
If you
of
say I
power
do
of
it, I guess I
Isle
do it.
Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and
Objection,
the Shine
conjecture,
Sprites have
objection.
died. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
I'm Prison Mario. The worst part about prison was the Koopas.
Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness.
I stole
Remember, we'll be one.
and I kidnapped the princess's son and held him for ransom. Clean is better than dirty, and dirty's meaner than clean, yes. That ad campaign definitely encouraged an entire generation to, not pollute our planet. And look what shape we're in as a result of that. What do you got to say? Alright, we can start. That is one thing I kind of don't like, is just like having to sit through those cutscenes every time, but I don't like games that are like slow to start and like I know I gotta go through like a bunch of lore and stuff. That does kind of tend to turn me off of like restarting a game when I know there's like I'm just gonna be waiting for the first half hour of gameplay. It's not the worst thing in the world, I don't know, it's just me. Who the fuck is that? Who's this gelato? I'm feeling it. No, I'm still not used to that y-axis, but that'll happen in due time. Deluff is Springfield's version of Flood. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I apologize if I'm, like, really rusty at the start here with that. Because that is enough to fuck me up, but... The DEBS alert is the exact same sequence as the Chocobo Race alert in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I remember that. When you played that, I was like, was that the Delfino Mario Sunshine little jingle? I'm seeing double here. 4 Marios. Toadsworth just sat around and let that happen.
Mario.
You got clean. This is more important. I actually think I kind of like the alternate buttons for, like, stopping and shooting and standing and shooting. I think I like that more. Okay, bye, Peach. Sorry if I keep doing that, because I keep assuming just L is going to be to center the camera behind me. Squite.
Mario.
Open salami. The Mushroom Kingdom inhabitants aren't known for their bravery. Historically, no. So this is probably, like, my least favorite level. Not that I dislike it, but they just get much better as you go on and much more interesting. And aesthetic-wise, this is not really my jam. Anyway, we're gonna be doing 100%, so, well, they did not remove the prompt you to save every time when collecting a blue coin. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for some, like, quality of life improvements to these in the collection, but aside from upscaling them, they seem to be pretty straightforward ports. And I get that that's, like, a point of contention with a lot of people. It's like, you know, we deserve more, like, we should come to expect more. And, I don't know, I hate to be wishy-washy about it, but I'm really, like, right in the middle. Like, I think it would have been neater to have a bit more with this collection. Let's see if everyone shows up. Oh, thank you, Sam. I mean, I genuinely did not think this was going to be a thing in the first place, even with all the rumors. I am no longer quick. Like, I had some hope for it. I was like, hell yeah, that would be awesome if this is true, but I don't think I had any real stake in that rumor. How do I... What is first-person mode? Oh, you gotta click in the stick. Okay. I'm learning. So yeah, like, I would have liked to see them, like, go in and, like, improve a few things. Nothing major, I think. Especially for Galaxy and this. I don't think even needed, like, a graphical overhaul. I think upscaling these... This looks really good to me. I don't think my standards are as high as a lot of people's in terms of, like, graphical power. So, you know, I'm not maybe the best person to ask, and I'm just like, haha, funny plumber man, go vroom. So I am a little biased in favor of Mario. But I feel like, you know, people complain a lot about stuff that I feel is, like, so insignificant. Or, like, maybe it's just that I'm getting older and I just don't... I don't have time to give a shit about those little things anymore, and I'm just like, I'm happy with whatever. Like, it's not worth arguing about or fighting about if it's not horrible. I honest to God dreamt up a Zelda All-Stars, but it was just called, like, the Legendary Triad or something. It's gotta be the Triforce collection. That's been happening... It's been going to happen since, like, 2000. Sometimes I can't tell my dreams from reality, and then there's obvious ones, but I remember waking up trying to find it. My dreams aren't that cool, sadly. I know, mine either. As much as I spend the fucking days thinking about Mario and shit, like, I never have Mario-related dreams or anything good. I always have dreams where I'm, like, in some old, decrepit mall, and I, like, don't know the way out. And I just have, like, stress dreams. I never, like, wake up and I'm like, oh man, that was a cool fucking dream. Or, like, dreams that, like, inspire creativity. Like, that's such a foreign concept to me, like, when people go, oh man, like, I had this idea that came to me in a dream. It's like, what's that like? And how much NyQuil do I have to take for that to happen? There we go. Guys, should I save all of the blue coins to the very end? Like, not spend them on shines until I get the final one, which is 240. I feel like that would be a good dopamine hit. Nice. My dreams get too real sometimes. One time I was playing Cookie Clicker in a dream. It's exactly what it sounds like, Dimitri. It's exactly what you think it is. So you can... This is like the only shine in the game you can skip, and it's like the first one. And I'm not going to do it, because it doesn't really make a difference. But, you know, unlike Mario 64, like, most of the stars in a course are just, like, there. And you can kind of do them in almost any order you want. This game, whatever shine you pick on the menu is, like, the shine that you have to go for. Except this one. Probably because of an oversight, where you can, once this spawns, you can go all the way to the windmill and fight Petey Piranha and get the second shine. He explode. Shine Git. Look how happy they are. Some vacation, eh, Luigi? That doesn't say Shine Git. Yeah, it only says Shine Git in Japanese version. I still love how this game feels to play. Still feels very good. I will say, though... Where is that manhole? I really think Odyssey... Oh, there it is. I think Odyssey is the best controlling Mario game. It's just so fun just to move around in that game, and it amazes me. Like, every time I come back to it, like, I just want to keep playing because of how good it feels. And I would not have minded it, like, if they did go, like, the complete, you know, remaster this from the ground, or remake, rather, from the ground up. If they used, like, the Odyssey engine for these games. I am firmly in the position of, don't change it anymore, you've hit perfection. That game just feels fantastic. Pineapple. I wanted to murder the birds and turn them into money. God, I watched a VTuber play Mario 1 today. What the hell is a VTuber? Yeah, people who stream with a virtual avatar instead of a webcam. The future has finally arrived. I don't know, maybe I should be a VTuber. I have like my little face made in like Miku Miku dance in the corner. And people would draw fan art of me that would give me extreme regrets. You know what? I'm gonna save the sewers for a little later. Because if I do some of it now and some of it later, I'm gonna forget what I've gotten, what I haven't gotten. I usually do that for like the 100 coin mission. Alright, let's just go back to... Well, let's get this real quick. It is going to take me a bit for these controls, I'm sorry. I just keep thinking whatever button I want to do the thing is going to be the right one. We really need... I don't know why Nintendo is like so against button mapping. I know they added it to the Switch itself, which is good. but I don't know why most of their games don't have button mapping. Come on. Guess I gotta be closer. Belly flopping is the only way to travel. I think the drawback... Oh, the 2D avatar. The drawback is you gotta draw it front-facing. Yeah, I don't know how, like, that puppet animation stuff works. Hey, Nike or Nikel or whatever your name is, you didn't answer my question. If they came out with a Zelda All-Stars next year, would you get it, or would you not have interest in it? It depends what games are on there. Because I'm not that interested in most of, like, the 3D Zeldas. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Well, Wind Waker I have played, at least. I feel like I'd probably be interested in playing Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, but I'm not sure if it's enough to warrant me buying the collection. God damn it. I feel like, yes, I do want to play those games, but I don't know. It's like a toss-up between, like, I shouldn't bother buying a collection if I'm not that interested, and also, I should buy this collection because that might be what it takes for me to play these games. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think if it was those three, I would lean towards yes, but I would probably, like, decide at the last minute for sure. I don't know, it's hard for me to say. I'm not that interested in the 3D Zeldas. I go through, like, the phases of, like, I don't have interest, and then, like, sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm missing out and I really do want to play these. So, like, when they dropped that little teaser for Breath of the Wild 2 last year, I was, like, genuinely excited, not so much for me, but just, like, for everyone else, because I knew, like, that was a big fucking deal. And it made me think, like, oh, yeah, maybe, like, now I should also, like, this gives me reason to play that. And I'm very intimidated by Breath of the Wild in particular, for the same reason I was intimidated by Ocarina at first, is just because it seems like such a massive world and such a massive game. And that becomes pretty overwhelming for me, and I always feel like not even so much like I'm gonna get lost, but I'm just, like, not gonna know what to do, and I'm gonna miss stuff. And I'm so, like, completionist about things that I worry about things that I shouldn't be anyway, and it's like, just have fun with the fucking game, you know? But I'm always like, oh, what if I miss it? Like, I want to know that I got all this stuff, or, like, I saw this secret. Like, you know, I don't want to miss any content. But that's part of playing games. I don't think that blue coin is there yet. But that one is. I kind of actually really like the swimming controls in this game. They're a little clunky, but it's literally just, like, up and down with A and B, or I guess B and Y in this point, this remake. But you just, like, go up and down and forward. It's, you know, swimming controls in 3D platformers are still, I don't think, have been mastered. Skyward Sword is not as bad of a game as everyone makes it out to be. I find myself thinking about that game more than a lot of other Zeldas. That's the impression I always got. Like, as much as I heard everyone, like, shit on that game, the only criticisms anyone really seems to have is just, that they don't like the motion controls. And also that Fee or Fi or whoever tells you about rupees too often. Whoa. And those are like the only, like, again, I've never played it. I watched, Dimitri, I watched you play it a little bit. I remember you, like, trying to, like, open a door by, like, drawing a symbol, and it was just not having it. The Wiimote was just like, nope. But other than that, I don't have any, like, personal experience with the game, so I can't really speak to it. But, like I said, from what I hear everyone complain about, they're not criticisms of the game in terms of, like, design, like the areas or, like, the characters, the challenge, the gameplay, aside from the motion controls. So I always feel like that would probably benefit, and I'm sure a lot of people think this probably benefit from just being able to play it without the fucking motion controls and, you know, drop the gimmick and just go straight for... Just make it play like any other Zelda game. Dial M for Mario. Mayro. The motion portion of the controls weren't the best, but it also not as bad, or also not bad enough to make me hate the game. Fee is annoying, but big fucking deal. I mean, it was like the same fucking meme with Navi when Ocarina came out, and then it's like, once Ocarina was a thing of the past, nobody talked about how annoying Navi was. Oh, hi, Diego. Thank you for coming. Rayman 2 had some unusual swimming controls. I don't even remember Rayman 2. Rayman 2? I didn't even know Rayman 2 was 3D. Here's the mad lad, Peter Piranha. He's wearing a diaper. Drink it all, you filthy... Never mind. I didn't have a chat message to read to get me out of that one. I was gonna say a no-no word. Gotta slam his fucking navel. Side mouth. Fuck you. Nice. They still got it. I think the only awkward part of the motion controls to me was the constant recalibration. Speaking of motion controls, not to, like, fully change the subject, that just reminded me. I popped in... Before I streamed, I popped this in and, like, tested out Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy for a moment. And Mario Galaxy, using the Joy-Con as, like, the Wii remote without a sensor bar actually feels really good. It doesn't feel quite as, like, one-to-one with your hand as the Wii remote did, but it feels really good. And if it does get, like, out of... You know, if it starts getting a little fucky, which didn't happen to me, you just hit R and it immediately recenters it. So I'm looking forward to playing that on this as well. And I will stream that in the future. But obviously I have to do this one first. Because this is my favorite 3D Mario. I don't know if it's like my favorite Mario ever, but I've come to terms with being able to say, yes, it is in fact my favorite 3D Mario. A decision that a lot of people would probably question. Not that... I think this game over time has become more appreciated than it was at launch. And when it was like still like before Galaxy was around. But this still feels like a black sheep of the Mario games. And, you know, fair enough, understandable, I think. Because there's a lot about this game that is weird and very un-Mario about it. I think this is kind of even more like its own thing than Mario 64 was. And then I feel like with Galaxy, they kind of started trying to get back on track to, like, you know, what is iconically seen as Mario, like what is recognizable. But this one, they just kind of like went all out, and it's like, nope, completely new mechanics and worlds and ideas. Like, I don't know. I am biased towards this game in so many ways. Another major one being that I really like, you know, like tropical areas and like summertime and island and water, the ocean, all that good stuff. So, even though this isn't like the standard Mario fare of like, you know, every level is like vastly different. Like, you got the desert, and you got the forest, and space, or, you know, all these different locales. Like, every level is part of an island. So, I think part of the draw for me is just like, oh, this feels like a real place. This feels like a place that you could vacation to. And it's like this world that's all... it's all, like, held together in a realistic way. It's not, like, segmented, I guess. Love Flood. I've completed Super Mario 64 many times, but I've barely touched Sunshine and Galaxy. I sort of want to get the collection so I can check them out myself, but would rather get the original. Problem is, price of Sunshine has badly skyrocketed. Really? I did not know that. And I would not honestly expect that. I mean, is that... like, was that a thing for a little while now, or is that, like, a direct result of this collection being a thing? Like, obviously, like, I own the GameCube version, so I have no reason to really, like, be looking for it. So I don't, you know, I have no idea what prices are for games that I do own. Obviously, yeah, this is like pretty one-to-one so far. It just looks better. So if you know, procuring the original GameCube version becomes a problem, this is definitely a valid substitute, because it's you're not going to have that much of a different experience, it looks like. And again, it's like, is that a good or a bad thing? You know, does Nintendo owe us a completely redone version of a game from 2002, or is this okay? You know? Personally, I have no problem with this, really. Again, I think they could have done more to the collection itself, like had more features within it. It does, I will say it feels a little like slapped together. And people are also saying like the price point, $60 for... I don't think $60 for 3 games is really that bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm the best person to speak to this, so, you know, take my opinion with a grain of salt. What even mission? See, I'm just like, I just like being in this world, and like, I'm like, oh, we get blue coins, and I don't even know what my end goal is right now. I'm supposed to be finding Bloopy the fucking blooper. It has always been a relatively pricier game to get on GameCube. In 2011, it was always between $25 and $35. Now it's $60. I think part of the inflation is COVID and the upgoing demand of GameCube games. Huh. I don't even know. Like, I think the last GameCube game I bought was, and this was like probably in like 2014. I bought a copy of Ribbit King because Game Grumps had been playing that, and I was like, this game looks cool as hell. How did I never know about this? And that was like one of the few times I like went back and got a GameCube game like well after GameCube was kaput. Although, speaking of which, I still don't own WarioWare. Not WarioWare. Wario World, rather. I've never... Shame on me, I have never played Wario World. And I just keep putting off owning that game. And I really need it. It's like a major fucking, you know, extended Mario series game. And I've just straight up never played it. So I need to apparently hop on that if GameCube games are going up in price. Either that or Nintendo needs to put it on the Switch. Bloopies are from Zelda? I didn't say Bloopy. When did I say Bloopy? Did I say Bloopy? When I called Gooper Blooper the Bloopy the Blooper, my brain, she no work good when I do the streaming. I'm low on water. You guys would never know I'm from New Jersey because I'm not going to be spending this entire game saying I need more water. I gotta spray the water on the blooper. That is a thing I grew up hearing like everyone in school say. Water instead of water. And bagel instead of bagel. I don't know, for some reason I mean, you know, you tell me, do I have like a Jersey or Philly accent? I don't hear it because, you know, I'm me. I remember only one time that I can recall somebody told me I had like a New Jersey accent, and it was like back when I was making cartoons and like somebody had messaged me or like commented on one, and like not in like a bad way or anything, like it was just like a remark like, wow, I can really tell like you're from New Jersey. And I was like, wow, really? Like I almost like go out of my way to not speak that way. That's Philly, it just crossed over into South Jersey. I'm missing that from my Wario game collection. Yeah, I gotta, because I want to stream that as well, but... I mean, straight up just play it for the first time anyway. Yeah, I mean... I guess the reason I don't really have much of an accent, like my brother has said in chat, our dad is Greek, and my mom is from Florida. Now, you know, I mean, our dad learned English right here, but somehow managed to not contract the accent of the area? But I don't know. I think I just have, like, normal American English accent. I'm just like, you know... Hello, Mario. There he is. Hey, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. We are not terribly far into this yet. So you haven't missed much. Only like 3 shines in. This is, you know, not going, like I said, not at all a speed run of any sort. I like to play just casually when I stream, you know, like, I don't have any desire to do anything, like, amazing with my streams. I just want to, like, relax and chill and play the game and talk. That still kind of freaks me out, the way that animation and sound effect right there is just a perfect marriage of creepy, like, unsettling. I don't like those screams, though, of, like, those wails of pain. I feel bad. This is a good game to remember to stay hydrated. With Aquafina brand water. Definitely not a sponsorship. Peach, I got you this native island fruit to show you my love for you. Here you go. Okay. In this house we drink Dasani and we hate it. Do you remember, like, when the virus shit was, like, first happening and, like, people were, like, panic buying water and shit? And people were, like, posting, like, this wasn't, like, an isolated, an isolated incident. People were buying all the water in stores except for Dasani. Is there something about Dasani that I don't know? Is it like, is there like metal in it or something? Or like bits of glass? bits of glass water. God, I would love to fucking go for a swim right now. It's not super hot currently. Like, it's not really like summer temperatures right now. But they're gonna be back and forth now that it's like September. But I didn't go swimming or anything all summer for obvious reasons. And God, that makes me sad. And this looks so refreshing right now. Alright. Delfino bathwater. Mario bathwater. VTuber bathwater. How much would you pay? Oh wait, I gotta talk to her first. I don't know why it looks so weird at the bottom there that, like, they didn't extend the, you know, the little scrolling text to full screen. I don't know why they would, but it just looks a little awkward. No! The water keeps eating my coconuts and I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I don't think you can, like, just grab them. You just gotta, like, hope they fall in such a way that they don't bounce into the ocean. On the topic of accents, I have no idea where I got mine from. I had good English teachers growing up, but every time I hear my voice, it sounds strange. It's, like, always weird. Like, you never get used to hearing your own voice, I feel like. I felt like I kinda started to get used to it when I was doing cartoons. Because, like, it was just me, like, playing back the same sound clips over and over and over and over and over. But, like, in the very beginning, it was really weird. It's like, that sounds like almost what I think I sound like, but not quite. But yeah, like, after a while, I kind of got used to it, and then, like, I started doing this, and it had been so long since I had done anything else where I was, like, making, you know, content with me speaking in any form. And so, like, the first few streams were, like, again, the same weird feeling of, like, I don't like... No, make the audio recording sound the way it is in my head and not for real. I don't want people to hear this version. Honestly, Nico, your voice sounds different to me on stream than in IRL. I'm sure, like, microphone and, you know, like, recording software and whatnot have, you know, play some level of role in that. I don't know, it's weird to think of, like, being outside your own existence and, like, the thought of, like, how do people perceive me? But that's an existential crisis for another time, I think. Alright, well, let's go back to Rico Harbor. If I can manage to get in there. Big boxes. Because I don't really need to get back up there. Stave it off. 1, 2, 3. Now you can count 2, 3. Talk to me. Tell me your name. I never know which one to go with. I think yellow is what I usually take. They do actually have different attributes. Imagine this with Joy-Con drift. Green bloop for best wins? I think... Is it like green blooper has best control and like yellow is the fastest and pink is like all around? I feel like I should know this, like... I say this is my favorite 3D Mario and I genuinely don't know. Nice. Mario is fucking dead. I'm drowning. I'm gonna go sleep under the water. Get your death counters out, folks. I remember one time, like, when I first got this game, I thought there might be, like, blue coins hidden in here. And I went through this whole track without the blooper. Just, like, looking around for anything that looked like it might be a secret. So, spoilers, there's nothing in here. Don't waste your time if you've never played this. Haha. Cool. Drift is yet another factor as to why I hold back on getting some games for my Switch. That's a valid reason. I mean, I'm using one of my brother's Joy-Cons right now because of issues with mine. So, thank you, Dimitri. I am the best race car. Three deaths, not bad. Uh-oh. When do we get to look at the lighthouse? I don't know why it held on that, like, frame for a while. Don't mind me. Hey, you guys want to see a cool trick? I can make this pineapple disappear. Voila. Thank you, thank you. Those camera angles. I feel like that's one thing, again, that they could have fixed, but... Oh wow, that doesn't even go away. I feel like they could have, especially for Mario 64, it didn't feel too bad when I played it, but the camera in Mario 64 is still... you use the right stick, but it still works as if you're hitting buttons. So it's like when you bind a stick to a D-pad, basically. Which was always like, I have Mario 64 like on the Wii U Virtual Console, and I had bound the C buttons to the right stick on that as well. And I would always like, you know, I would go to hit left or right on the stick, but it would also sometimes register like up and down, and I would like zoom in or out when I didn't mean to, which got to be kind of annoying. So I kind of wish they could have gone in and maybe like adjusted the camera for that game to work with a analog stick. I don't know like what that would have taken though. So I always feel bad when I say like, why didn't they just do this or why didn't they do that? Like, it's like when people say like, just port the game. Yeah, just port the game, forehead. Just drag and drop over to the Switch. Where did this guy go? I've never taken that long to clear him, I don't think. There it is. I'm not gonna say what that looked like. Rising from the ground that way. So this level I like a lot, quite a bit. It's not my favorite level, but it's just a nice... I mean, like, this whole game is, like, the visuals are just kind of relaxing. In a way. The gameplay is not always the most relaxing, as you'll see as we get further into it. But, like, the general aesthetic of the game is very nice. And it looks great in HD. I mean, this is something I wanted for a while. Like, either I wanted to see HD Sunshine Remake, or just, like, Sunshine 2. And I genuinely would not have expected it to happen in a collection. So, I mean, I gotta say, like, I am pretty happy about that, even if it is just a port. Since the Mario source code got leaked, that's basically how I feel it works, but still having that source code is key, I guess. It obviously isn't how it works, considering Mario 64 on the PS2 has some texture mapping issues. Yeah, I mean, like, it depends on, like, what hardware you... Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother to, like, pretend I have any fucking clue what I'm talking about in that regard.
Mario.
I just know that it is way deeper than just, you know, take the code and put it on the thing. And, like, I kind of don't care that much. Like, I don't mind having these things be a mystery, because I don't think I will ever understand them anyway. So just like, it's fucking magic. I'm sure there's probably, like, a lot of, like, people doing, like, YouTube videos that I could watch that take a deep dive into various parts of game development that would help me understand it better. I'm just gonna keep hitting that L button. Greetings. Hi. Thank you for coming. Glad you were able to catch a stream again. And I'm glad that you were able to catch Mario Sunshine of all streams. Wow, I just, wow, instinctively tried to do a long jump, and there is no long jump in this game. Also, these coins, these swimming blue coins can be a bitch sometimes. There we go. This level has a lot of good, like, hidden blue coins. So I don't think that one's gonna be there yet. Finding, like, all the, like, I definitely... So, I didn't get this game, like, when it came out, because I didn't have a GameCube for a good while after GameCube was a thing. The first time I ever played this was at my friend's house. Like, I played this and Luigi's Mansion. And it was, like, pretty much the first time I had ever touched a GameCube, and I'm not gonna lie, I remember being very frustrated with the controls. Should be like a secret or here it is. Yeah, I was getting like genuinely frustrated and like angry with the controls. Like I couldn't wrap my head around like the different types of like shooting and like moving at the same time, and it was like kind of frustrating. Obviously, I got used to it over, you know, once you play it for a good amount of time. I don't think, you know, for people who haven't played this before, or for people who don't play a lot of Mario games or 3D platformers, like, in general, this is definitely not the game I would recommend going to first. I think it has probably the biggest learning curve in terms of, like, control, and it's, like, not that easy of a game just in general, some of what you have to do. Galaxy is much more straightforward. This is my first Mario game that I didn't have to go to a friend's house to play. Well, there you go. This is one of my Mario games that I first played at a friend's house, and not just, you know, like, on my own. I didn't just have it. Most of the consoles I didn't get anywhere near their initial launch. You know what console? The one Nintendo console I did get at launch was the Wii U. R.I.P. But like some of like the handhelds like I got at launch. Like I got the 3DS at launch. Game Boy Advance and DS. I don't think we got those at launch, but pretty close to when they came out we got them. I like this little beach hut. Cabana, I guess. I would love to just, like, instead of making Super Nintendo World, can Nintendo just, like, make Delfino Island a real place? Like, I would fucking love that. I have a text. Mitri, why are you texting me right now? There we go. It's very satisfying to collect the blue coins in this game, too. I don't know, like, that's, like... I think that's why I like Mario games so much, is, like, so much about them just feels good. Like, Nintendo has just... Every time, they're very on point with their controls. Here we go, the first secret course. Many a frustration has been had to this tune. Ooh, we're starting early. Cool. Nice. Didn't jump. I didn't think you'd look at it. I'm actually gonna bounce for now. Have fun. Yeah, thank you for coming. You didn't have to, considering you're, like, at the other side of the house. But yeah, thank you. It's possible they still have the source code of Sunshine, considering they kept one for Mario 64, but I don't know why they didn't go further in improving some assets. I'm wondering, yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. It's like, I did not need a complete overhaul of this game, but like I said, I think there's, like, some quality of life things they could have done. Like, visually, this looks really good to me, so I don't think there was, like, a whole lot in this or Galaxy that needed to be done. Like, just upscale it and it's fine. This looks great to me. But yeah, there's, like, little things in terms of, like, controls, or, like, they could have, like, patched out certain glitches depending on, like, you know. I think it's foolish to think Nintendo doesn't hang on to their source code for Mario. Or, like, anything for that matter, but especially Mario. You know they got some kind of vault. Man, I only have 3 lives. I've not gained a lot of lives. I think the only console I got close to launch was the GameCube. I was the GameCube guy for a short time at elementary school, but the disc reader went bad shortly after. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, like, that just brought back, like, the memory of, like, yeah, the certain kids in school you knew had, like, certain consoles, and, like, you would go to their house to play the game. Or, like, the system that you wanted. Especially as time went on, it was like, you know, there's the PlayStation guy, and, like, the Xbox guy, and the Nintendo guy. He's asleep. He's just a sleepy boy. One thing I wish that, like, they could have done with this game in particular is, like, the blue coins. Make it so, like... Because once you collect a blue coin, it's gone forever. Like, you just keep it. Like, you can't recollect. They don't reappear or anything. And I feel like they should do what they do in like the other games with like the star coins, like have them reappear just as like a shadow thing that tells you like, hey, this one has been collected. Because once you get like if you're not really like familiar with this, or you're not keeping like close attention to like which blue coins you've collected, you know, as you get further in and like you're coming down to the final few blue coins, it's like, ah, shit, which ones did I miss? Like, you can look here and be like, okay, I have 13 in this level, I have 12 in this level, and so on. And I think there is, you know, for like the main levels, I think there's 30 in each one. But it becomes a question of like, crap, did I get that one already? Or so I feel like that's a little thing they could have done to improve it. But it's whatever, I don't know. These guys, freak me out, kind of. That noise is just like unsettling. What is your favorite color, Yoshi? Purple. I actually really like that question because this is like a thing I have thought of before. Like specifically, like you would think, like, oh, what's your favorite color, Yoshi? Well, it's just your favorite color in general. No, specifically I like purple Yoshis. Even though purple itself is not my favorite color. But I really like how Yoshi looks in purple. I think mine is yellow. Yellow is probably like my second. I always really like the yellow Yoshi levels, like the castle levels in Yoshi's Island. But yeah, like in this game in particular too, like I really like purple Yoshi. Yeah, like there's 3 colors. There's like orange, pink, and purple Yoshi in this, depending on like what fruits you feed him. And you get purple if he eats durians and peppers. And pink, you get pink if you feed him bananas and coconuts, and you get orange if you feed him whatever's left. Pears and pineapples. I think I don't know for they might be papayas actually, but I always think of them as pears. Papaya would make more sense, but this is like the least amount of trouble I've ever had on this mission. Wow, that went really smoothly. Because normally, like, I'll get them to the edge and like I'll pound and they won't fly off, or like they won't have been like far enough or something. I like Boshi. Does he count as a color? I hate Boshi. Boshi's a fucking asshole. I don't like his claw fucking feet. They're gross. My favorite Yoshi is light blue because of the purple shoes. See, like, I can't really, like, I can decide, and I just did. But it's weird that I have, like, attachments to colors of Yoshi that are pretty much meaningless. But, like, you say, like, light blue Yoshi, and I'm like, oh, yeah, like, there's so many levels in Yoshi's Island where with the light blue Yoshi that I really like, because the light blue Yoshi gets quite a few cave levels, and I really like the cave levels in that game. All Yoshis are good. They're good lads. Pink Yoshi, I guess, because I'm predictable and girl. This Yoshi topic is making me want to play Yoshi's Story again. I was talking about that the other day with my brother. I was like, you know what I haven't played in a long... He said something that made me think of Yoshi's Story, and I was like, ah, wow. I've not played that in age. Maybe that'll be a stream sometime. It's a very, like, strange game. Like, I don't hate that game. That is definitely a game that would benefit from a remake, though. I think I've kind of wanted that for a while because I think that game can be a lot better than it is on the Nintendo 64. But I also think part of it is, like, I've never been a fan of, like, the pre-rendered graphics look. Like, as much as I love Donkey Kong Country, I kind of don't like how some of those pre-rendered games looked at that, like, the SNES and N64 era. Like, Mischief Makers, Yoshi Story, the Donkey Kong Country games, the backgrounds in, like, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, obviously. I don't know why I just called it Legend of Zelda. Final Fantasy VII, I guess. The soundtrack for Yoshi Story is fantastic. Yeah. Kazumi Totaka. Good shit. Where is that blue birdie? There he is. There he is! Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Ooh, close up. I don't like this not inverted controls, though. I need a coin. I need an single coin so I can... There we go. Another bluebird! Well, I'm gonna talk to this guy and make him chuck me into that window. Question mark. I really like how... I mean, it's not that big, but I like how much to do there is in the HUD for this game. The HUD. The hub. Yes, the head... I like how much there is to do in the heads-up display of this game. I'm good at words. Yeah, like, this little, like, plaza town area is very nice. And I like this kind of, like, European, like, islandy vibe it's got going on. Again, I just really want to go somewhere warm and tropical, and there's water, and I can swim and relax. And there's palm trees. I fucking love palm trees. I hit him, but not enough. Delfino emergency broadcast system. Maniac standing on roof shooting water at birds from a strange jetpack. Details at 11. Remember slip and slides? Because boy did I just get a memory of doing that. I wonder if that would be as much fun at the age of 30, or if I would severely injure myself. I think I still don't really understand Yoshi's Story. It's meant to be played through several times. Yeah. I mean, you only have to play 6 levels, which is not a whole lot, obviously. But I think there's 24 total? What is it? Is it like... There's like 6 worlds, and each one has like 4 levels depending on like how you clear the level in the previous world. It's hard to explain, and I don't fully remember it. I think what you do is like in each world you play one of the levels. In each of those levels you can find like these hidden hearts, and depending on how many hearts you find, that's how many levels will be available for you in the next world to choose from. But there's also like a trial mode where like you go for the best score and you can just freely pick whichever level you want to go to as long as you have played it in the main mode. I do really love Flood in the mobility that it gives you. It's really nice to just be able to like feel like you can fly around like anywhere with this. I mean, there's, yeah, obviously limitations, but it really does feel like with the right combination, as you get good at this game, and, you know, get used to like the way it feels and controls and stuff, you start combining moves with each other to do like cooler things and get to further away places. It's just very satisfying. Just got nailed by a water wheel. No coin? I really wanted, like, when this game was fairly new, or at least, like, once I had started playing it for the first time, I was really contemplating the idea of, like, you know, how can I make a real-life Flood? And I never did. But I really wanted to make, like, a real, like, figure out how to make like this backpack that would actually like work and shoot water. Obviously the jetpack feature would have been a no-go, but I'm sure somebody has made a working Flood. Some crazy son of a bitch. And, like, I wasn't even, like, thinking of it as, like, a costume sort of thing, or, like, you know, for, like, cosplay or anything. Like, I really just wanted a Flood. And I really wanted a Poltergust, too, but more so Flood. Like, I was, like, really, like, I was just, like, imagining myself, like, running around my yard and shit with, like, this giant backpack spraying water all over the place. Like, that would have been so fun. Why didn't Nintendo just, like, mass market Flood? They got the money to do it. They got the engineering to do it. This is not an easily accessible area. Unless I'm, like, missing, like, the correct way to do it. But I've never felt like any way I've gotten up in here. It's the third shine in the first level, and it feels like you gotta really work up to here. There exists some water jetpacks I've seen videos of, but they need constant source of water. I've seen those, yeah, like those kind that they have at, like, touristy type attraction things usually. At, like, resorts and shit, where it's, like, you stand on it, and the water shoots out, and, like, it hovers you for a bit, but, yeah. I would be kind of scared to try that, honestly. I don't think I would get the correct, like, balance for that. I feel like I would have a hard time with that. And I'm not athletic or, like, anything to begin with. I feel like that's just a disaster for me waiting to happen. Nope. And I'm afraid of heights anyway, so, like, I don't know if I actually, by some magic, got... Nice. If I actually did get myself in the air consistently for an extended period of time, would I just, like, freak out anyway? I'll just do it in, like, VR. No! Fuck. I should have gotten some lives before doing any of these special areas. Oh yeah, I literally... It's now or never. I'm gonna game over if I don't get this. Which... Game over is, like, barely consequential in this game. There it is! Thank you so much. Yeah, I gotta, like, farm some lives, maybe. Okie dokie. Is that 5 death? I lost count. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track after the blooper thing. I think there was, like, 1 or 2 in the sandcastle secret, and I think that was 3 more. So it's more than 5. So, did I get that blue coin in the palm tree? Does that still count as being obtained? Uh-oh. There was, like, a weird period of time in, like, the Mario universe where, you know, like, this game was new, so, like, all the spin-off games had to use the weird variations of enemies from this game. Like, so for a while, like, all the Pogies you would see would have, like, the flowers on their heads. I know there's, like, more than just that. But I can't think of, like, what else. There's not even any Goombas in this game. You just get the Strollin' Stews. Shadow Mario's a fucking dick. I think there might be a 1-up if you pound on a nail somewhere, but I don't remember. Come on. Oh yeah. Alright. Well, you can just keep getting that, I guess. I just remembered, like, I almost kind of expected a 3DS remake of this game. Thinking about, like, the depth perception here is what reminded me. I guess because, like, I was thinking, like, oh, Mario 64 got the DS remake, so maybe they'll remake Mario Sunshine for the 3DS. Like, god Just walked right off. I thought that would be like the logical next step. Plus handheld. But now this is handheld. I've not yet got a chance to experience these games in... No! The rage do come out. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I am wondering, like, how much I will actually really get to have... how much of an experience I will really get to have of this game in a portable setting that isn't just me sitting on my bed and being able to watch TV at the same time. I mean, like, I have not, you know, even in the before times, how much of you guys, like, have actually brought your Switch to, like, public places or whatever? Like, how much have you played the Switch outside of your house? Because it's not, it was never that common of a thing to me. I like having the option, but it just never really happened for me. The couple of times I did play it outside of my house was like traveling to New York for the Mario Maker 2 event. Like, I played it there, and I played it like on the train. But I never really brought my Switch many places, and now I have no places to bring it. And that's why, like, the Switch Lite was very enticing to me. Because it was even, like, this you would have to kind of bring in, like, a bag or something, I feel like. You can't just comfortably store it in your pocket and just bring it wherever. It's not like it's not like the 3DS. Not me, the Switch doesn't feel that portable, at least not the OG Switch. Yeah, exactly. I feel a little weird about, like, bringing it around and just, like, having it. I have a giant purse, so the Switch fits fine. Yeah, that's good. It's good for that. It's good, like, if you have a bag, but it's not, like, pocket-sized. And so I was, like, considering at one point to get, like, one of those crossbody bags just for the Switch. I didn't even pay attention to what she wanted. Was it pineapples? No, bananas. One banana. Two banana. Maybe a clamshell version like the SP would be nice. Maybe even with the flat pads the 3DS had. Yeah, I thought the Switch Lite should have had that circle pad instead of the actual, like, analog stick, so it wouldn't protrude as much. And I found the, you know, like, the circle pad on the 3DS to be just as good, and, like, it wasn't awkward or felt weird or uncomfortable or anything. So I think that would have worked fine. I don't know why they decided against that. Or would that have drifted, like, even worse? But now it's like, are they oh, good angle. Now there's the rumor of, like, a potential Switch Pro. And it's like, is that gonna happen, and what's that gonna be like? 'Cause I do like the Switch Lite, at least in design, and I don't really need, like, the features that it lacks between this and the Lite aren't that big of a deal to me. But for now, I'm sticking with just the regular. remember this one being a very hard shine to get when I first got this game. Just constantly falling off those girders. I'll take the easy way. No, not. Come on, Mario, jump! There we go. Really, I didn't even have to, like, go this way. There's a major shortcut that I just ignored. But I guess this is the proper way to be doing it. I do like this level because, like, all the like construction and, like, these girders and stuff make me think of, like, Mario's origins in Donkey Kong. Like, I don't know if that was actually, like, an intentional callback, but I like seeing Mario in this kind of environment. I don't think there's anything over that way for this mission. But I will get this coin. Oh, I hate those wind gusts, though. They will fuck you up. There we go. I was really hoping, you know, like, my prediction for, you know, like, all the Mario stuff, in a perfect world, would have been this collection with Galaxy 2 on it, and then 3D World gets the port with 3D Land included. And then you would have just had every 3D Mario game on the Switch. And I think those would have been two great collections. I don't know why Galaxy 2 isn't in this collection. I feel like that would have been perfect to top it off, obviously, especially since, you know, Galaxy 1 and 2 go together so well, being built on the same engine and all. And I think it would have been, like, you essentially get the same sort of package as the original Mario All-Stars in that you have 4 games, and 2 of them are, you know, based on the same engine. So I am curious as, like, what was the reasoning for not including Galaxy 2, or not being able to include Galaxy 2, I don't know. The one thing I did hear is that, like, Mario 64 and Sunshine apparently run on emulation in this, and Mario Galaxy runs natively. And so maybe they didn't want to, like, build in the entirety of another Mario Galaxy game. Nintendo being Nintendo, yeah, I mean, that's... That's the explanation that I don't want to believe, but is most likely. Also, hi, John. Thank you for coming. But yeah, it's like, I want to give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt, but let's be real, that's probably the explanation. And now the thing is like, you know, Sony had their... I just missed it. Sony had their thing the other day, and it's like, nobody tell Nintendo about $70 games. And I like that. It's like, yeah. I'm kind of dreading that. Because they absolutely will take advantage of the increasing price point. I think $60 is honestly too much for the standard. Oh, fuck off. He sniped me. That's one, you know, the 3DS has finally discontinued production. But that's one thing I'm gonna miss is $40 games. Honestly, they're probably gonna sell it separately later. Which one? Galaxy 2? I think, well, at this point, like, my fingers are crossed. Where am I? Okay. Genuinely couldn't tell what happened there. My fingers are crossed for, like, maybe they'll do 3D Land and Galaxy 2 together, which is, like, a strange combination, but those are the only... No! I just walked right off. Oh boy. Yeah, Galaxy 2 and like 3D Land is a weird pairing, but those are the only remaining 3D Mario games that would have to be ported. If they're even going to do it. I mean, who says they are? But, like, that's what's left. That's why I thought having the 4 and the 2, 3D World and 3D Land, would have been a good choice. However, that probably would have meant we're not getting... or we wouldn't have gotten whatever this Bowser's Fury is. Which I assume, again, is just more levels in 3D World. So I'm excited for that. Depending on how much, you know, new content it actually is. Please, leave me alone. Just get in there, please. Wow, landed right on it. I think that after March, they might sell GameCube games on the eShop. Well, yeah, that's one thing somebody said about the whole debacle of this being a limited release. Who the fuck? Sorry. Yeah, people are saying, you know, the prediction is perhaps this is a limited release because, you know, N64 games and or GameCube games are going to come to the Switch in, the, you know, the same... Oh, I was trying to get a 1-up, but I guess we'll do cutscene. Put a pin in that thought, sorry. Don't like that. He just licked me and then sprayed me in the face with water.
That is Peanut Island's
Yeah, so anyway, people are saying, like, this is a limited release because eventually they're going to be having N64 and GameCube games on the Switch in the same form as the NES and SNES. So having an N64 and a GameCube game on here ends up conflicting with that, and it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of, like, the whole trying to predict Nintendo thing. And it's like, I'm not a game journalist or I'm not anything, so why bother? I don't really have to worry about what they're up to, and just, you know, whatever they do, I'm just along for the ride. And if it's what I want, that's cool, and if it's not, whatever. Again, I think I've just gotten too old to be upset about a lot of this stuff. And it's not like I don't think... You know, I'm by no means saying, like, when a company does something shitty, don't hold them accountable and just, like, accept what they do. No. I'll call out Nintendo on their shit. There's a lot of shit they do that I don't like. Their business practices are very strange. And also, like, anti-consumer. And I don't know, like, how much of it is intentional and how much of them is just, like, stupidity. I'm sorry, there's a lot that I don't like. I don't like the limited scarcity of this. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually. It'll either happen or it won't. Who the fuck knows? It's not worth worrying about. Right now, I'm happy we got this. I'm happy to play Sunshine, and that's what I'm gonna do. F-Zero GX HD, please. Yeah, I mean, people have said, you know, just port that, put it in HD, and have, like, a level editor, and that would be excellent. And I agree. Fire! Those graphics were amazing in 2002. That fire looked so fucking real. Mitri is back. You're just in time for Bowser. Oh, the non-inverted controls again are gonna... I'm sorry, I'm not using that as like an excuse, I'm just saying that's a thing. So if you see me fucking up royally, that's the reason. I don't know if I hit him. Oh. Okay, that's cool. God, the balloon mission with this later on is so intense. Nice. Only Mario would be like... they just throw him into this situation. Like, no, there's this giant robot, and I don't know how you're gonna deal with that. Could you, like, help us? I mean, I got a roller coaster you could use. There's some, like, rockets you can just, like, shoot them. Like, okie dokie. I'm gonna go ride the roller coaster. Whatever you say, you're the boss. There he is. I've said that a lot this stream. Who's that? Cinematography, folks. Boom, big reveal. I turned myself into a baby, Mario.
Mama Peach away.
It's me, Baby Bowser.
Mama Peach.
I'm your mama? I mean... I'm not gonna ask for the receipts, but if you say so...
Mario. So you're Bowser's son? So I came here to rescue.
Feel like I would have remembered that.
So the graffiti. That was you? This is my magic brush. When I draw with this, all my wishes come true. A strange old man in a white coat gave it to me. A strange old man in a white coat.
I kept expecting EGAD to eventually, like, appear in this game.
Papa told me everything. He said,
Mario's a bully. He never fights fair.
he said,
Junior, you gotta try to outsmart Mario.
so I tried to get Mario sent to prison. But they didn't lock him up.
But they didn't execute him.
Steal Mama Peach again. You pest, stop following us.
Good thing the Piantas are fucking stupid and can't tell Blue Mario, Blue Liquid Mario apart from the other one when they're standing next to each other. He turned himself into a baby. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
It appears to be heading toward Corona Mountain.
This is a really strange level overall. I love this level. Not my favorite still. My favorite is Serena Beach, probably. But this is, I think this is like my second favorite level. Which you can see, that's another thing I like. You can see Serena Beach. You can see other levels in the game from where you are, which gives you like the feeling of like there's Peanut Park, like, and there's Rico Harbor. Like it feels like a real place. I don't know, I just really like that. And it like matches up with the map here. Like, obviously you're looking this way. And then the little fin is like Rico Harbor. I don't know why I'm like explaining this as like... It's like a 20-year-old game almost. What's up, Toadsworth? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we got pizza coming soon. I'm probably gonna stop in a little. I'm gonna go a little bit more. I didn't know how long of a stream. I'm getting really hot in here too. I have the windows like closed. We don't have the air on because it's actually pretty nice out. But my mic picks up like so much fucking background noise. That I didn't want to have the windows open because you can hear like every car and everything that happens outside. So I'm like locked up in here and it's getting a little warm. Wow, I did not even do this guy. Bad phrasing on that. Neat. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stop in a little bit. I don't really want to stop playing this game. But the stream must come to an end at some point. Maybe, you know, in like a day or two, I'll do a more substantial stream of this. Maybe. I know, like I just said last time too, like I don't want to stream for like that long. But, like, this is a game that I could spend hours in, so... And I don't want to spend too much time away from it either, so... Expect me back... with another stream of this in, you know, maybe Sunday? Today's Friday, right? The days are all kind of blending together for me. but I guess I know today's Friday because of the release of this. I won't play this in the meantime, or if anything, I'll start like a new file, like a separate file, so... You gotta get up to get down. Wiggly Buggy's on the internet. What's up with that? I like doing the Mario voice, I'm sorry. Any excuse for me to do this is like a good time, so I'm glad that there are like 3D Mario games out to play. And yeah, obviously I'm not, I streamed Mario 64 already last year at some point. So no, I will not be streaming that again on this collection, but if you didn't see that, go watch it. That's probably like my favorite stream that I've ever done so far. To be quite honest. That was a good time. Let's go to the secret level up this way. Never apologize for being Mario. I've always been like self-conscious about like doing voices and stuff. I don't know why. Like it just always felt like a weird like. And so like sometimes like when I'm doing like this or like when I would record for like cartoons and stuff, like I felt weird. Wow. Thread the needle. I don't know, I just felt very like embarrassed about it and like I didn't want like, even though it was like a thing I'm putting out publicly on the internet, it was also simultaneously something I didn't want people to know that I was doing. But like there's some voices that are just like fun to fucking do. I miss these kinds of surreal 3D Mario levels. Yeah, these are like... That's why this game, I think, has like a good balance of like... Delfino, the real levels of this game almost feeling like they could exist in the real world and not like they're not like too out there in the realm of fantasy. But then you get like the areas like this, or like the secret areas where like he takes FLUDD away from you, and they're just like straight up like Mario platforming. And I like having that like balance. But yeah, like if you've never played like 3D Land or 3D World, there's a good deal of like levels that are just stuff like this, where it's just like, you know, platforms in the fucking sky, because why not? I want more 3D platformers that are just sheer geometry. I like that, I genuinely do. And then, how many shines are we at? 14. I'll do one more. I'll do one more shine. I don't know which one. There are some shines I'm holding off on doing. Like a certain bird. And a certain pachinko machine. And a certain lily pad. Because I want to do those all in a row as a fucking gauntlet. And torture myself. I guess we've only done one in Peanut Park, so we'll do one more here, and then I'll call it a stream. God, I feel like this went by like so fast. I feel like I barely covered like anything I would have wanted to talk about. Which is like, I feel like you can't even bother planning out what you want to say on stream. At least for me, because like I just kind of get distracted anyway, and end up just like talking about whatever. And then like if chat has something to say that I go along with, it's fun to just, you know, there's no reason to like try and be like, okay, I want to like set an agenda and say like I want to say this, this, and this, but that be how it do. These fucking goofy ass bullet bills. Again, I meant to say, like, apparently it's official lore that the reason like the enemies, like I was saying earlier, like all the enemies look different in this game. Apparently that is because they were all created by Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush. So they're like not quite like spitting image of the real deal. And why a lot of them just like dissolve in water. And that was a thing like I had never considered until like recently. Like I just never really questioned it. It was just like, oh, the enemies are different this time because why the fuck not? It's Mario. Mario, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, these are all created by Bowser Jr.'s imagination. Oh, Hat in Time. Yeah, I was just saying to Dimitri, I really want to play that still, and I still don't have it. I'm just like kind of waiting for the right moment and for it to be on sale, I guess. To find it on a good sale on the eShop. Because, yeah, I've not played Hat in Time, and that seems extremely up my alley. Come on, give me a purple one. And I would like to stream that as well. Follow me. God damn it. This one coin is very annoying to get. Here we go. He's following his nose. A baby made these enemies. It's such a great game. Hat in Time. I've never heard like anything bad about it. And I definitely love the 3D platformer collectathon thing. So one day. And I don't know if like should I just like stream that blind? Like that could be a fun thing to do, but I don't know if it's like something maybe I should be. I don't know. I don't want to get like too ahead of myself, which I always do. I like these bombs, by the way. These fucking like digital bombs. Super cool. I was actually a backer of that. I stopped backing things after Mighty Number 9. But like that and Ukulele would have been things that I would back. Had I not started getting very skeptical and bent out of shape with the whole Kickstart thing. I mean, hey, I'm glad it happened. And I hope it spawns like more Hat in Time and like more people to make similar style games. I mean, Dimitri, I watched you play it for a decent amount. Like I saw a few of like the levels and stuff, and I really liked it. I like the environments, and I like the character design is definitely my thing very much. I like this Yoshi's Island fucking background. I was gonna say Yoshi's Island bathroom, and I caught myself. Oh, too early. Cool. Very nice. This area makes me think about don't do these ridiculous things. It's disgusting like hell. Is that because of... Oh, you're right. I forgot, like, this game is now forever associated with Tommy Wiseau because of... Vinny was listening to the audiobook of The Disaster Artist when he was streaming... Oh, god damn it. When Vinny was streaming this, he was listening to the Disaster Artist audiobook and doing his Tommy Wiseau impressions the whole time. Don't do these ridiculous things, he's disgusting like hell. Oh, hi, Mark. I don't even really remember the context of that particular quote. Wasn't it like Greg Sestero, like, farted or something? I assume Vinny is going to be streaming Galaxy later, so that will be fun. I'm excited for that. Not excited for chat to get into discourse about the collection. Like, again, I kind of just can't be mad about it. Someone give me the motivation to finish Yoshi's Island. I'll punch you if you don't. You have to play my favorite game, Mitri. You have to play it and you have to love it, because it's my favorite and it's the best. He said tomorrow during early so yes. Okay, yeah, I didn't know for sure, like, if he was getting it today, but... Well, then you have to play... What is your favorite game? And it better not be Majora's Mask. Damn it! I don't want to play Majora. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. I know 15 shines is not a lot. But I have a feeling, like, as I continue to stream this, things are gonna pick up more. Because I spent a lot of the time doing, like, the initial blue coins. But as we go forward and there's less blue coins to worry about, you end up getting the shines faster. So, yeah, I just want to keep fucking playing. I'm sorry, I really... If you've never played this game, I feel like I didn't get to talk enough about how much I love this game, so we'll save that for next time, I guess. But in the meantime, you know, I hope you... If this is something you wanted to play, I hope you were able to get a copy of this Mario 3D All-Stars. And if you didn't, I hope you are able to at some point. I'm just thinking about how I'll never get to see Giant Baby Bowser for the first time again. That's a whole other conversation that I need to have, is just, like, wanting to play these games that I love so much for the first time again. Oh god. Well, anyway, expect more Mario Sunshine soon, because I do want to keep playing this. But in the meantime, you know, thank you guys for coming to this early stream. Next time it'll probably be at, like, quote-unquote normal time, which is like 7 o'clock my time. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you'll join me for the continued adventures of this. And until then, you know, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep on the roof under the cock. Okay, bye. Later.